Howdy YouTube, Darlington Farm here. Well, as you can see, I am back from the dead, or rather my channel is. I noticed while I was out, hit 10,000 subscribers. Love to say thanks to everybody for staying tuned in here. Been out on the road doing a lot of stainless steel work, as you can see down here. I ended up having to pick up a GF saw. We'll go through that guy here shortly, but I ended up selling my Dynasty, which usually kind of hangs out behind me here. I ended up buying a Maxstar 210 for a project I had. Ended up really liking it, really liking that it's smaller and lighter than my older Dynasty 200 there, and decided to go ahead and sell my Dynasty and pick up a Dynasty 210, which is what we're going to be unboxing here. Yeah, really have been thrilled with the newer Miller stuff here. I picked up a Maxstar 161 there. Love it. Small, light, does what it needs to. Really like the Maxstar 210 there, like I said, and wanted to upgrade my Dynasty. It was getting to be about 10 years old or so, and before parts or boards start going bad in it, I want to get rid of it. I will say one thing that really irritates the crap out of me, for anybody from Miller watching, yeah, I'm talking to you here. Upgrading from the standard DX model to the one that has like the changeable electrode positive to an electrode negative in AC mode there is an extra $550 for this little SD card that's in this box. If you buy a Maxstar, or a Dynasty rather, 400 or the 700, or no, 800 there, you get, yeah, you get that as an option, but if you want that on the smaller 280 or 200, or 210 rather, you got to spend an extra 550 bucks for it, which really irritates me. Enough ranting there. I ended up getting a wireless foot pedal. We'll go ahead and unbox this guy first here and take a look at it. Yeah, I wanted to pick this one up with when I got my 200, but it was a lot of money, and I didn't really have it at the time, and I'm doing really well right now, and while I'm basically have a lot of money coming in the door and can depreciate some assets, I'm picking up some new stuff here. So we got a book, we got our little whatchamacallit deal that plugs right into the front of the 14-pin connector here, which don't really look like much. And then we got our foot pedal, which basically just looks like the regular foot pedal, just with no cord, which is pretty exciting. Lately, I have been doing, like I said, a lot of stainless steel work, and there are definitely times doing some valves and things like that where it would be really handy to be able to have a foot pedal. I ended up setting up one of my torches with a little clicker here. This is just a push button, and if you have the DX Maxstar or Dynasty there, you can set an upslope and downslope on the push button there, which is kind of similar to a foot pedal, but you know, if you get used to a foot pedal, it's kind of hard to go back to just a clicker or something like that. So we'll put this guy aside here. I guess we can open up the little SD card here. Yeah, like I said, this really irritates me that I have to spend an extra $500 or $550 for the memory card expansion, which is just basically a little tiny SD card inside of there. So anyway, yeah, irritating, but you know, I guess you got to pay to play the game. All right, so I bought this from CyberWeld. They're running a deal right now where you can get this for $3,800, $3,900, where most places it's like 42-ish. So you can get 325 or 350 bucks off, which I took advantage of. And I noticed they didn't ship it in a bigger box. It's kind of beat up on the outside. I hope the welder itself is okay. Also, I bought it from them, like I said, and it took, what, 2 weeks to ship, even though it showed it as being in stock, which is a little irritating because I had one customer that I knew as soon as, like I do a lot of aluminum TIG for them, and I knew as soon as I sold the other one, before I actually had a new one, they were going to call, and they did like the next day. So kind of irritating. Let's get this crap out of here. What do we got in here? We did get some Dynes connectors and the strap and the little baggie there, which is pretty cool. Let's see, it does not come with a cord or a plug or anything on it, but I knew that one. And it looks like that's about it. Let's just lift it out of there. Oh. See if we can get the box out of the way, like get it out of here. Get this out of here so you can see it now. It actually looks bigger. Oh, it is bigger than my Maxstar. It's a little bit deeper. So I guess, oh, it is a little bit bigger than the Maxstar 210 there. It's a little bit heavier too, but flip it around here so you can see that. It's a pretty sexy looking machine. And yeah, this will be pretty nice when I get the wireless foot pedal on there. You basically just chunk it on there, screw that on there, and you don't have to mess with the cord. I'm going to go ahead and download the latest firmware now, the latest firmware for this guy. With my Maxstar back here, I bought it and it had old firmware and like the fan was running all the time. I put the new firmware in it. It's very quiet, like the fan only kind of spools up very gradually. When you're running for a long time, it will come on to full power. I expect the same thing to be the case with this guy. So I'm going to go ahead and put a plug on it here, update the firmware, and take it for a test drive. Well, I'm pretty damn irritated. I bought this guy new from CyberWeld. It has the new firmware, but let me scroll through here and show you the arc time. This is not a new welder. It has 1 hour and 27, almost an hour and a half. They're going to be getting a call from me here very shortly. I paid for a new welder, not a demo or refurb one. Yeah, we'll see what happens here. All right, YouTubes. Well, after a call to CyberWeld and a conference call with Miller there, apparently the Dynasties have, the 210s and 280s have been having problems. And they have been putting them through extra testing, and that's what this was. They must have just forgot to reset the timer before they left, or before it left Miller rather. So, yeah, 3-year warranty. Hopefully I don't have to use it. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I'd let you see this. This is a Maxstar 161 STL. That's my portable lift arc TIG rig. Really like that guy. It's super light. Yeah, I just got it this spring. The new Dynasty here, and then this is a Maxstar 210, which is just a hair smaller, as you can see there, from the Dynasty there. And then compare that to the little guy down there. What I really wish Miller would make would be the features of this guy with the amperage of this guy, because most of the time I don't need 200 amps. I really just need, you know, 50, 75 amps. So anyway, yeah. Now we'll go ahead and get this guy set up here. I'll have to insert my $550 memory card right there. So basically to get independent EN and EP adjustment on the Dynasty here, you have to buy this upgrade, which I am now going to insert. Pop in there and flick it on. Hopefully things don't go boom. Alright, so reading the card here, I think when it's solid green it's supposed to be done. I should know this, I just read the book. High frequency start. Oh, there goes my cooler. Cooler just switched on. I think it's going through startup here. Oh, there we go, ENEP. Yeah, so an extra $550 to do that. Alright, so to get to the cooler option, you hold down the 2 buttons there until you get to the tech menu. And then you can scroll through here until you get to cooler. And you can have auto, on, off. We're just going to leave it to auto and go with that. Let me get my foot pedal hooked up here and we'll give it a try. Alright, so just totally in my unscientific dicking around with it here on a piece of aluminum. I'm really liking it. The arc starts are much crisper and cleaner than with my other, or with my 200. I really like being able to vary the electrode negative and electrode positive current there, which an extra 550 bucks, but you can turn the electrode positive way down and just run basically, you know, all EN, and you can really get good penetration there, which I'm anxious to play around with. And yeah, The pulsar, you know, basically all the other upslope, downslope, pulsar, hold, all this stuff is going to hold over if you're familiar with the older 200 series Dynasties or Max Stars. I might do a video at some point of using this stuff. This is really handy if you pipe weld for sanitary tubing, that upslope, downslope, and the hold here. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here, and also it cycles the cooler on and off when you're welding, which is real nice where you don't have to listen to it. So anyway, yeah, so far so good. I just hope it holds up. And yeah, I'll do some more welding with it here. I'm Darlington Farm. Please check back to the channel here for some more Dynasty goodness.